I love lockpick. My wife versus Ben and Jerry's ice cream lock. She just cuts the bottom off. Who's Max Fosh? I love Minx clips. I don't. Something about her is just great. Did you, David? Did you see Jay Schlatt and Ted's video, the ice cream one? Oh, okay. David. Did you see Jay Schlatt and Ted's video, the ice cream one? You should watch it. It's fucking great. But I'm just gonna send you this clip that has no context other than... it doesn't... No context helps, honestly. What is this? Ooh, wow, that's really good. Since we've been talking about sea shanties lately. No, we got 5 minutes. Hi, Theseus. How do I tell my mom that I want her to buy me the stuff so that I can make mead? Because I'm broke. She was asking me today, because she got her tax return back, if there's anything fun that I wanted. And the only thing I can think of is how much time I've spent on mead talk and how I want alcohol. What does he do? Or they do? What does putting it in the fridge do? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's like I drink my alcohol, generally speaking, at room temperature. A lot. a lot of vodka, really. Just goes down better. I find that it goes down better when it's warm. Oh, I mean, you're not even gonna talk about the fact that I enjoy the taste of vodka to call me scum? I prefer flavored vodka in general. People need to stop putting spiders in their fucking thumbnails. I'm gonna beat the shit out of them. It's the same experience either way. Because there's no warning to it, I still experience it. It happens on TikTok a lot. I'll be scrolling and all of a sudden there'll be a spider video and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Yeah, but like you'd think when... I mean, the thing that I think would be better is if they had just like a second of black screen with a warning. Because they have to know. They have to know that people don't like spiders. I'm pretty confident it is the most common. I forgot that MatPat made a video last year about how WoW almost prevented the coronavirus crisis. Yeah. That was not a high point in his career. That was not a good video. I remember watching it and going, what the fuck, bro? He was comparing it to the classic issue where there was... What was it? It was a disease that ended up out of the instance it was in. Yeah. He was drawing comparisons using that, and I was like, ew. It was. Virology. Probably. But no, my thing is the video just was not very tasteful. MatPat has this issue sometimes where he'll make videos on sensitive things and do a very bad job about it. I enjoy most of his videos. It's just that when he covers things like COVID as like the core part of the video, it's well, that's because his videos shouldn't be serious. That's the entire gimmick of the channel. He still does. He still uses a pretty fair amount of scientific evidence when he can. And when he can't, it's all evidence based on the game or video or food he's talking about. I wish food theory was less about, like, things surrounding food and more about, like, food. It's his least popular channel because the videos are just the worst quality of them all. He made... I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. The one he made today about Chick-fil-A is basically... The premise was, is it better to open a franchise or to go to Harvard? As kind of the general premise. And the conclusion. It wasn't a great video. His game theory and film theory videos are great. I like them. It's just his food theory ones are all... It's like some of them aren't even really about food, and the ones that are kind of... Like the video before this was, can brain freeze kill you? Oh. I forgot to... What the hell? Why can they hear me at all? No one's supposed to be able to hear me. That's what the screen is for.
Test things, as they say, but, you know, haven't told anyone.
That's not gonna pick up my microphone.
Then I get this no messenger, Gary.
Uh-oh. Nobody should be able to hear me. Silence. Yeah, good. That means it worked. Oh, no, I actually gotta go back to that. Yeah. I don't gotta go back to that screen. I lied.
And now people can hear because we're on the actual thing.
Yeah, because we're good. Hello.
But yeah, Gary.
What?
The thing that made me stop watching that, Pat, was when he did the For Honor video about how samurai could beat basically anything, and every single historical or sword or weapon related channel tore him a new one because that video wasn't as jokey as it should have been, and he defended that point pretty heavily. And it's like, Matt, buddy, you're supposed to be smarter than this.
Where is browser? Why I know can find browser in volume mix.
It's a disaster. Have we heard from the monk?
No.
He was.
I will ping the monk.
Oh, he was online not long ago.
He's still online.
Actually online, not idle.
Oh. I can actually see him active on the other account. Ugh. Hello, come join. Oh, I'm physically cringing. Just typed an awful message just to get his attention.
Listen, if you cringe at yourself, you can't complain.
Stop typing disgusting stuff on the list.
I'm not. I don't even have it open.
Doesn't have to be disgusting to be cringy.
Both help. I wonder if my Prime sub is back.
So that I can rediscover that Streamlabs has continued to forget my settings. Yeah.
I get my next Prime sub is April 6th.
Oh, we'll deal with it. It's fine. So, gonna close a bunch of stuff really fast. And I don't know, have somebody who was here fill us in as fast.
Fireballs and lightning and water and tentacles.
That's it. That's the recap.
It's not an incorrect recap.
Well, I recapped
And a
last session,
robot
so I am-
machine thing with brain.
Is that it? You got it?
Pew pew.
Pew,
Best
pew.
recap to date.
And yet somehow more accurate than some of the ones we've had.
Yes, we have finally reached. What was it? Dead Man's Reef, Corpse Hollow, something intimidating like that.
Sailor's End.
Sailor's End. That's the one. That's the one that.
The most stereotypical
I'll leave him.
bad place to sail name ever.
I can think of worse.
We have reached Bad Place, and Bad Place is indeed bad.
That's exactly what it feels
If
like to name. But
you
you're right, they're
ever
probably worse.
do that again.
Now I'm almost curious how bad of a message you sent him.
What did you send?
No.
I can't see.
That's because I DM'd him as...
Send it to me.
No.
Yeah, Hodgson.
Do
send it to
not.
me, David.
Do
Or
not.
screenshot it and send it to me.
Yeah.
And incur the GM's wrath even more?
I'll make a fucking NFT out of it so you can't screenshot it.
Oh no.
That's not how that works. It's gonna get screenshotted even more then.
Yeah, for some reason, my Discord through Opera just wasn't notifying me, so bum.
There.
You're using Discord on the browser?
Yes, because I have 2 Discord
Well,
accounts.
you can use Discord PTP.
Oh, it is still also
This
recap
works for
time,
me.
so
I can send you the download.
Good.
It's what I use.
Okay. Well,
Yes, we have finally reached the sailor's vending machine, and we found a ship already here, apparently belonging to one of the various cults that we are aware of at this point. I don't know how many you guys have beef with. I think this one seems to belong to the cult of Desna.
well,
Despite there being an altar to Hastur in the middle of the cave here.
Desna's not a cult. Desna's a good god.
They were pretending to be Desna and being some other eldritch being.
You can have cults to good gods.
it's true.
This is true, but they were faking it.
Oh,
Or were they?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Fair.
We've met like 3 different religions and like a 4th deity that's unaligned to anybody, and that's way too many for me.
It's too many gods.
Too many gods. I can't count up to 4. Not when gods are involved. But anyway, we investigated the dinghy that they put ashore, and we found the holy text and holy symbol of Yog-Sothoth inside of it, glamored to look like... Oh, what was it?
The Desnon stuff.
Yeah, the Desnan stuff. Okay, yeah, that checks out then. That makes sense. And then we climbed up in the mountain to check out a cave that was nearby, and the map currently shown is what we found inside. A workshop with an altar to Hastur in the center and a great big magic sigil drawn on the ground. And then we fought a bunch of cultists and or elder things, as well as the high priestess and an automaton that was like half angel, half octopus, and a brain in a jar instead of a head. And then we got to fireballs, lightning, pew pew pew. And lots of grappling, and Hawk saying that he could definitely dodge that fireball, and then remembering he was grappled after I hurled it. Good times.
That was
Good times.
that was. I can't even describe how amusing that was.
This whole conflict has ended in our front line being mostly dead, so that's good.
I was about to say, isn't Hawk down and I'm like teetering? Yeah, because I'm. Yeah.
Oh yes, and the captain's soul is trying to leave his body and shoot lasers again.
I don't think
And
he
he
was...
is currently standing on top of the altar. So, we've quote-unquote won the fight, but I don't think we're in a good situation yet.
Well, time to,
I don't
for
know.
me or Hawk to sacrifice our body and just fucking eat ourselves with the captain and knock him out of there.
I don't know what you're talking
Not sacrifice
about.
my body to an eldritch being. I don't need that kind of tentacles.
I
in my
meant
life.
more that we'll be bleeding out and dying after we do so.
Theseus is ready to use his body to stop the captain.
Before I move into mature-aged erotic text, let's move on.
Yeah, yikes.
One of my many performance skills.
Perform adult movie.
Perform courtier.
I learned this one as a young man. Still got it.
I hope the bard's watching for this.
Well, in the aftermath of your little encounter, the
No, I kind of hope not.
oh, go ahead.
I kind of hope Cordelia is not watching because it's somewhat embarrassing. Not gonna lie.
No, that's always when the bard needs to be watching. Always.
We'll never know. So, in the aftermath, you watch as the twins have fled, the automaton has fallen to pieces, and the remains of the Proto-Shoggoths has melted into incomprehensible mush on the ground. And the captain, with his effigy of a soul currently grasping onto his back, is standing upon the altar to Hastur.
The only question that I have was right at the start of this when What's-Her-Face was talking to, I believe that was Hawk. Could we all hear that?
When she was talking? Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Because there are a couple of things of note mentioned there that I need to work on.
So, the captain, with his soul grasping his shoulders, is standing a little more in a little more animated of a fashion than he was the last time you saw him like this, where the corpse previously seemed to be more of a puppet than a person. But as he's standing up there and looking over the pile of books that are starting to get gently blown away by the swirling of the energy around him that is beginning to die down, he seems a little more himself.
That was the first thing I was going to ask. if he seems more of himself this time. The resolve he'll stand about here, just a bit closer to him, and just keep an eye of him. As I said, something that I think the name was Gray mentioned has kind of struck a chord somewhere in the dwarf, that perhaps the situation has been a bit more complicated than he's originally thought. Mostly the fact that it seemed like, I believe the phrase was that what's happening to the captain has been made, like it's artificial. It's not something that he's done himself.
Okay.
While the resolve is doing that, can I use my martyr's tier to heal myself for 18,
Sure.
which is going to give me 2 health, but you know.
That's better than negative 16.
Not what I meant to do. God damn it.
And the symbols of striking have also destroyed themselves as their master has left its presence. So,
Blech. I'm unconscious.
yeah, I think this would be a great time for Emiko to dole out some restoratives.
That was my intention.
Because you weren't around last session, you healing hexed yourself, so you can't do that again to yourself today.
I know. I saw some of the stream.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off by action, if I can find that.
As Bratu approaches my side, I will pass him my potion of cure moderate wounds.
If you're a monk.
Normally Bratu would tell you to keep that to yourself, but he's worried more shit might happen, so he'll take it happily.
So let me just put that in the thing.
Yeah.
Give item.
And that was for
Caravan.
me, so apply.
Bulk. Yeah, the potion's in the doodad, so you probably already grabbed it by now.
Alright.
Ow.
Fair.
The monkey's making noise, so that can only be a good thing.
Yep.
Noted. I cannot dodge a fireball while I'm grappled.
You just need to try harder next time.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I can't interact with things? Oh no, there they go. Okay. That was weird.
And I get to watch as the captain does a little jig.
Yeah, because my client was freaking out a little bit. It's all good. It's all good.
I took mostly like bludgeoning damage, right?
I think so.
There was a
Just
decent amount
like-
of fire in there.
I'm just gonna rub my bruises and burns like
And get it.
I'll get through another one I do.
Does haste fade, or is that still on
Haste-
us?
I think combat lasted 4 rounds, so we'll have 2 rounds of it left, so probably fades.
Yeah, haste would start fading by now.
Okay.
So the rush of adrenaline that comes with it is going to steadily dissipate.
Actually, yeah, I'll actually just keep that in my temporary permanent event so it gets used again.
How do I look in my backpack?
Right click on it.
Oh, okay.
I need to do a little volume adjusting. Let's go with that. Okay. Any other healing going out, or is that all?
Do I need to drink a potion? Do we think I need to?
I
That's
think,
your call.
yeah. It really depends on how you feel about the upcoming situation. How's the pet wizard?
I'm at about half health, but I don't think I actually took any damage in the last fight.
I need to quickly reload my game. It's freaking the hell out.
I'm just gonna
I've
use
just generally had a case of the sniffles since I met you people.
Sea life has not matched well with you.
Apparently not. I am a lubber.
A landlubber.
That too.
You are standing. You're in a party with the dwarf. You really can't be any more of a landlubber.
And a dragon raised by dwarves pretty close too.
Nah, you're fine.
Alright.
Man, who put us on the ocean?
Good question. Who did that?
God, this
Next
game.
time I go into battle, remind me to drink this potion of mage armor.
Yeah, that might
Mage
be a good
armor
idea.
is pretty swell.
Oh yeah, that would be really good for you.
Alright.
I will take a moment to cure myself up a little bit. Cure my sniffles.
As everyone's tending to their wounds, the dwarf will slide his mask up off of his face on top of his head, just to breathe a bit.
Okay.
Gives him a bit clearer vision as well to see what the captain's doing and how everyone else is faring.
As the vestiges of that storm that was around him have at least temporarily subsided, you can see that he's reaching down to sift through some of the books.
Eh.
I can do that, actually.
I don't like him shifting through any books in that location.
I'll take a step closer, and as he's doing that, it's like,
You're stepping onto the ominous yellow circle. Okay.
just the very edge of it.
I was actually gonna ask if I could fly, I guess basically right above the captain, and look however high the ceiling is. Try to get bird's eye view of this thing.
I mean, the ceiling's like 60, 70 feet high in here.
30 feet up, the right, kind of over the location the captain is.
Okay, sure.
You can apply elevation to yourself, so
Is that in
You
buffs?
No, just
right-click on yourself, and there'll be a little field that says 0 at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Theseus is healing himself.
No.
Thank the wizard.
Bit by bit.
There.
Didn't even realize you took
Eh,
damage.
that should be. I didn't. I've just
has a
been like at half health since you've met me.
I
That's
mean, you killed whenever there was a long rest, but yeah, you never kept that long.
How
Yeah.
has he reacted? If he's reacted at all.
okay. So I assume that since these are kind of happening at the same time, Bratu, you're going to fly up and get a good look at the books. None of them have any indication of being yellow or even remotely adjacent to the Yellow King.
Oh no, not the books. The altar thing and the circle around it.
Okay.
Because Bratu doesn't understand a lot about magic, but he feels like he could understand it better if he sees it from, all in one versus, on the ground at a weird angle. Since this stuff is on the ground,
Okay.
he feels like a bird's eye view would help him understand it better.
So the altar is pretty similar to the one you saw before, and the circle appears to be growing as some sort of a yellowish moss on the floor of the cavern you're in. That has this very faint glow to it. Not enough to provide any meaningful light, but enough to kind of identify it.
And it's and this moss is forming this circle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's growing in front of my eyes, like
No,
in
it's
the process of doing it.
no, it's grown. It's not like rapidly growing. It just is there.
Okay, and was that there when we first came in here, or no?
As far as you were aware, you weren't really looking at the ground.
I know I took a gander at the circle, but yeah, I didn't pay a lot of attention to it.
Yeah, it appears to be have been there previously.
Okay.
As for the resolve, he's muttering to himself when you speak to him, and the shade on his back is going to turn its head to stare at you, while the body is still sifting through books, pushing some into the water that he seems to think is unimportant or aren't what he's looking for, while others he kind of pushes off to the side on the pedestal.
I maybe listen in a bit more and see what he's muttering.
You can give me a perception check. He's muttering about a letter.
This is an earthen area, yeah? The altar itself and the area around it is rock and stone.
Just has water on top of it, yeah.
I would like to use my basic geokinesis to sift through the area, see if there's anything that meets that criteria.
Sure. Would you give me your perception check for that?
Is there a penalty to it? I don't.
It's a -10 with sift.
Okay.
Theseus is interested in approaching the altar as well.
Vermico would like to just kind of search around under tables
Okay.
outside of the circle.
Get away from it.
Oh, it's actually supposed to be a -5. Sorry.
Oh, well.
So that's a 20.
Okay. I think it would affect this. Sorry, I just have to remember how Sift actually works.
I can examine areas of searching for fine details with perception.
You are able to then you're able to find it in the pile with the sift, but I don't think sift allows you to just pull it out.
No. If I can find it with sift, I would then use again my basic geokinesis to gather up some of the loose rocks around it and pull it from the pile.
Okay. So you're going to pull the letter up in this faded old parchment that looks like it's been here for years.
And as an act of good faith, because we've given this man more than enough stress over the course of things, and I think that I may have missed something. Specifically when the artificial thing was mentioned, so I will pass him his letter without any further questioning.
Okay. So, as he takes the letter, Emiko, you start searching around on the table. You find several journals dating back about 6 months that seem to be a study of this area. They begin with a study of the area around it, the kind of outlying dead coral and how it seems to still be growing, and then eventually ending in kind of a study of this specific area and things that were found here previously. There's even a catalog that details a long list of inventoried items that supposedly have been moved out onto their boat. It's everything from clothing to alembics and potion bottles and such.
I do like the limbics.
I
Yeah.
have no idea what that is, and I can't even spell it.
Alembic. And it's basically what people use to make potions. It's alchemical equipment.
I think I'm just gonna call it alchemical stuff.
Sure.
Is that the same for all of the tables?
It's just that one there. The next one is going to have a... What are they called? It's not a wayfinder. That's not the right word. It's
What's it do?
I have to.
Yes.
It's a thing that people use to like have a 3D representation of planets and stars.
Oh, I think it's an astrolabe.
That's the word. Yeah, it's an astrolabe. So there's an astrolabe in a book. The book is again another set of like studies and journals about the stars in the area and how they seem weird and wrong. Like constellations that are supposed to exist just don't there.
Alright.
Okay. So the captain will take the letter that is brought up to him, and he's going to kind of look at it for a moment, brush off some of the dust on it, and the shade is going to peer over his shoulders, and you can hear the quiet hiss of it whispering to him. But he seems to be fixated on the letter and ignoring it.
Can I hear what the shade is saying, or is that another perception?
It's another perception.
I may make one as well. Or
Sure.
might be far.
You'd have a penalty.
Fair enough. I'll give it a shot anyways, just with low expectations. Apparently the keys have low expectations.
I see Hawk is typing.
I think, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. I'm just typing what my character's doing while you're all busy.
Oh, okay. You both can hear the shade very quietly telling him to get rid of it, to forget about it, to let go of who he was.
But it seems like the captain isn't paying any heed to that then.
Correct.
Okay.
Or at least is frozen enough that he's not really acknowledging it.
I'll accept that.
Emiko, the next table is by far the busiest. There are 8 or 9 total books across the table. There's alchemical equipment that seems to be in the process of distilling something that is aggressively yellow in color. The books are again another set of research documents, but these ones are much more into the minutia of what they're doing. Like just opening one up and looking at the amount of words that are there is almost overwhelming. It seems whoever was taking notes here has a certain meticulousness to them. One of them, however, is dedicated entirely to someone that gets referred to as a traitor, and how their brain has been repurposed.
No.
Oh.
I think we know what happened to that then.
Um,
Anything that can be used.
say that again?
I'm just thinking if I have anything that can be used for the alchemy stuff, and I do. Can I try to discern what exactly they're brewing?
Sure. That would be either, I'd say, craft alchemy or like a knowledge skill.
I have craft alchemy.
Sure.
Good craft alchemy.
You're familiar enough with the process to know that they're distilling some kind of moss. Probably similar to the stuff that's growing on the ground around the altar. But nothing usually gets this yellow when it goes through the process. So it's very clearly not a properly natural phenomena, whatever it is they're interacting with.
Does it look like moss that we have encountered before?
Just the moss that's on the ground here. You haven't interacted with it before or encountered it before. Actually, no, that's not entirely true. In the Underdark, the city that you went into, the one that was covered in moss, it bears a certain resemblance to that.
The one with the was it the elf?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or something?
Mm-hmm.
That place.
Yeah, a place where we found a lich book and a hidden Durgar city and other bad things.
Yeah, it seems to have some resemblance to that, though does not seem to be reacting to you or anyone else in here.
Different color than that moss, right?
Yes, but the way it's being distilled and the composition that she can see is similar.
Okay.
The next table after that is just more logs, more research, just more dense notes. And then the final table seems to have more ritualistic books involved, like divination things to discern the true nature of stuff. It seems that whoever was here was very deep into study about this place.
Is there anything in the books that would seem, outright dangerous to us at the moment?
No, everything that you're finding is just dense notes and rituals that are benign.
Hey, who do you call dense?
Like looking
Your weight.
looking at some of these rituals, it's like long-winded performances for like divination, scrying, auguries, stuff like that. Nothing that could be dangerous in the first place.
Is there a way that I can discern how long the potion has, quote unquote, left until it's finished?
Not really. You're not sure what they're trying to do with it without going through the notes and the research pretty heavily. If you had to guess, it's probably got a couple of days left. Because that's when the woman who's... That's it, yeah. That's when the woman who was in charge said they were kind of expecting you. So, there's not much that can really be done with it unless you wanted to end the process early and do something with that.
Can I determine what would actually happen if I ended the process early?
It would whatever they were trying to do with it would effectively be ruined. So if they were trying to make something with it, that end product would be wasted. The sample would be preserved because it's still in the process, but it would be harder to work with than, say, just getting a new sample.
I think I'm just, if anything, I'm just gonna wait until it's done. But
Okay.
also, just join the rest of the party around the circle.
Are you taking any of these books, or were you just looking at them?
For now, I'm just looking at them.
Okay.
Unless there's like something that seems, well, maybe some of the ritual books at most.
Okay.
They might be interesting to pick up for future reference.
Okay. So you join kind of everybody surrounding the circle, and the captain, who seems to be in a deadlock with what is a shadowy approximation of himself that is still kind of in the process of whispering to him and mumbling, and you can see on his face there's just this silent internal conflict. But on the pedestal by now, he's cleared out almost all of the books in his search anyways, and also the resolve cleared some of them away during his sifting. And there's only one left on the pedestal where they were kind of stacked up previously, and it's this hand-bound journal of sorts. It's a little bit larger than the average journal would be, and you can see that the pages are sea-worn and old. And judging by how thick it is, it's probably been written in quite a fair amount.
Is there anything on the cover?
Just an embossment of a kraken.
I don't know enough about seafaring culture to know if that's just a thing that people put on their books or not, so that's not helpful.
Well, I mean, we do know that a kraken is very important to this location.
That is
and
true.
to our captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
So, the captain is currently seeming deadlocked with himself as to what to do.
And while he's doing that, can I kind of just... Actually, I'll let the resolve go first, because he might be doing something way simpler.
I mean, yeah, I intend to lift myself 5 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And approach to pick up the journal that's just sitting there, if the captain himself is not moving to pick it up.
He does not move to pick it up. The shade, as you approach, is going to once more turn its full attention to you, but not immediately act to stop you.
What kind of look is the shade giving? Is it just like making sure that I'm not being hostile, or is it...
It seems... It's a combination between kind of an aloofness and anger.
Anger at me, or anger at the situation?
You're not sure. Maybe one, maybe you, maybe the situation, maybe both.
Can I sense motive on that, or is that just too
Sure.
vague?
Sure, you can try.
Yeah, we're not even gonna bother.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Okay, well, if I'm not stopped, I will gather up the journal. You said it's bound, yeah?
Like when I say bound, I mean like it's made of leather. Like someone
Okay, so it's not
handmade
locked
it.
up then.
There is something holding it closed, like a strap of leather, but it's not locked.
Well, I will look to the actual captain's face before I let my fingers undo the knot that holds the covers closed.
Okay. The captain's expression is still blank if he's expressing anything, it's really hard to tell. He's focused on that letter.
Yeah. I'll let him focus on the letter, and then I'll open the journal to the first page to see if it is his or if it's someone that we may have heard of.
Okay. So you open it to the front page, and it is in his handwriting, actually, and it is the Night Hunter's sailing log.
Oh.
And it's dated about 15 years ago, at the very beginning.
Okay.
As if that's when the ship began sailing.
So if I recognize this as the log, which I would assume I do because I'm not a complete box of rocks, I would like to flick to the most recent log, because I assume that this has been here the whole time, so it hasn't been written in since whatever happened to leave it here.
The most recent log is incomprehensible. It is frantic scrawlings and writings that are scratched out constantly, and you can see in several places a hood has been drawn with some kind of a skull hidden away inside of it. Then back to these mad scrawlings that are, if they are actual words, it is a language you can't even recognize as a language.
If I flick back, how far does this go for?
There's about 3 entries that are like that. Then there's a series of them that are all steadily kind of approaching that point. There's lots of scratched out words. There's lots of incomprehensible garble on the page. It seems as if whatever was happening, whoever was writing in this was steadily just losing their mind.
I will... Hang on. I'll flick back to the most recent page and...
I think I'll kind of go around the circle and then showing yourself over there. And
Yes, I'll turn the book outward to face Emiko, so they don't have to step in if they don't want to.
What languages do you speak?
a lot.
Many.
Actually, the one that comes up.
Where do I see that again?
It is under attributes. So,
I just don't, yeah.
under common, sylvan, goblin, elf, gnome. You have no clue.
I know that. I think it was
Can
Emiko
I
that
just
spoke the
comprehend
language.
language?
Yeah, you can. It is not language. It's gibberish.
What's the chances that it's a cipher?
Someone would have to make a linguistics check to figure that out.
I'll give it a shot, because it was written, so it must have some meaning, regardless of whether that meaning is comprehensible or not. I'll do my best or not. My best is garbage.
Can I try instead?
Sure.
You're very welcome to.
I think it's less instead and more as well.
There we go.
You're torn. It looks like it should be a cipher, but you can't even begin to figure out what kind of a key it would have if it is a cipher. There are apostrophes randomly thrown into words, letters put next to each other that, if you tried to speak them, would just sound like nonsense. Overall, what words you can make out on the page are just... They appear as if they're total gibberish, but there seems to be some hidden meaning to them.
Can we take the book along with us and then take 20 on it later?
I had other plans for the book if we can't read it.
You would not be able to take 20 on it because none of you have a skill high enough for that.
Oh, okay.
Well, with Emiko's kind of result of this should mean something, but no idea. Which honestly, completely fair. I'll keep the journal open to that page, and I'll face it back to the captain, as he's looking at the letter, and just ask
Okay.
looking for reactions from either the captain himself or the shade that's over him.
So, as you turn the book towards him, the first thing you're going to notice is the shade is going to take on a familiar yellowish appearance to you. To everyone else, it's going to still appear as if this dark, blackish gray version of the captain that seems to be holding him up. And
Sorry. Go ahead.
He is going to look at the book along with the captain, whose head is going to upturn from the letter he's looking at, and you're going to watch his pupils shrink. And this appearance of dread come across his face. And I have to find it again.
No.
While you're looking for that, was Resolve the only person that saw that in our fight with the Shade?
This will be because when I chased the Elder Thing back on the Plane of Fire, I basically fell through a portal and met the man himself.
Well, I remember you seeing the Shade as yellow. I just don't remember if that happened to anyone else.
Well, it was also because he was the only one that I can recall that got looked at by the statue in the captain's basement.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
And
I'll be honest, I can't remember. I feel like it should have been me and Resolve, but me and Resolve had very different interactions with anything yellow related since then.
so the look on his face is going to take on this appearance of dread, and the only thing he's going to say in response is "Nga."
And that was from the captain or from the...
Yes, like the Shade is just watching this and still whispering to the captain to rip the letter apart.
At that, I'm gonna fly down and just start pestering the Shade.
As that's happening.
In what fashion?
They're basically trying to become a distraction.
I-
Trying to get it to stop whispering, trying to
What are you
What are
doing?
you doing?
asking it nonsense. Speaking to it is the first thing, but in just kind of I'm not saying anything of important, like basically small talk. And I might even like be occasionally, because I'm hovering still, my wings might even occasionally get like very, very close to it, like nearly brushing against it, if not almost doing so. Just trying to overall just be a nuisance without touching it, and even then I might poke it a little bit, but nothing aggressive, just trying to distract it from the captain.
It is going to pay you very little heed.
What if I poke it with my tail directly, like right in the head?
Are you sure?
Gentle poking, but like again, not aggressive. Just.
I still need a reflex save from you either way.
Oh, okay. But you know what? If it gets some distraction, then it's worth it.
While that's happening, as the alien words come out of the captain's mouth, I will pose the joke.
Okay. and you will watch his eyes kind of return back to their previous state. You fall to the ground on your back after getting shocked for 1 point of damage. It's going to make your wings seize up and make you fall.
You just hear it. Ow. And then he eventually gets back up and hovers again.
So, noting that the change appears to be linked to whatever text in the book, I'll look past the electrified wizard and say,
Did I call a wizard?
Not a wizard, Harry.
I said electrified lizard.
Oh, he said wizard. I was like,
No.
Theseus wasn't the one that got zapped.
And the captain has once again started mumbling. This time he's talking about the letter in what is mostly nonsense. He's mixing words up, trying to say something, but none of it's making any sense.
Does he seem more, not more focused, because obviously he's focused on it. Does he still seem like whatever he's mumbling is inherent to himself, not to the shade? Does it seem like, I guess, his rambling, not something else's?
You're not sure. You can't make any sense of what he's saying to begin with.
Fair enough, fair enough. I'll just fly a little higher.
And as I say that, I will pass the book to Theseus. Well, the journal, the logbook, that's it.
Captain's log.
I will accept the logbook. You can see my languages, right? Am I able to read anything on this?
Oh, what is that buzzing?
That's not even coming from any of us.
Hey, Theseus,
I think
can
it's
you speak
Hawk.
for a second? That's one of you, yeah. It's gone now.
It's still there
No,
for
it's
me.
still there.
But anyways,
Quieter, but it's there.
Anyway.
He's pondering his orb. It's not a language that you can read, but you do recognize some phrases from the Necronomicon in there.
Oh fuck.
Specifically, where you were reading about the essential salt, there's the phrase again.
Indeed.
But only the resurrection half of it.
Is this something that is passed on to Short and Stubby?
Yes, I will murmur this to Short and Stubby. Hopefully low enough that the captain can't hear, as requested.
Short and stubby.
Stubby.
Also, it seems that it won't make a difference in this instance, but I will remind you that I've got my wand of comprehend languages.
That's true.
Emika already did that.
Emika will point out that she already tried that. Because she got this spell.
Yeah, you would have seen her casting the spell. And you are magic user too.
True, but I was all the way over there. There was an orb.
Oh.
You
Oh yeah, I
understand.
never realized you moved out of the circle.
Emiko understands. There was an orb. It needed pondering.
The statement that the resolve mentions is just brought by the absolute chaos in the notes before they become completely alien. Explaining my reasoning behind that one.
Am I? He said he's talking about the letter. Is the letter open?
No, it's still sealed.
And he's holding it which way around?
He's looking at the front of it.
What's the front say?
It says, "To Mary, may Davy Jones protect this letter." That second
Mary.
part is written in what appears to either be a very bright red ink or blood.
And Mary is his wife,
Yes.
the one that Hawk is biblically acquainted with.
Yes.
Who am I acquainted with?
When you slept
His
with the
wife.
captain's wife.
For money.
I get it in a biblical sense. I thought
Was
you
it
just
even
like
for money? I
I
don't
just
think, was it? Or
worshipped
was-
somebody.
Yeah, no, I think Hawk didn't take the money that she offered.
Yeah, like, he got offered money, I think he just was like, nah, it was fun, I'd do it again, and left. I don't know if he said he'd do it again, but he definitely did it.
When I gave him the letter, what's the chance that there's still some dirt or grit on the surface?
Maybe a little bit of residual.
Would I be able to subtly manipulate it so it slides under the seal? And see if I can just wiggle it free in a way that looks like it's just parting due to age.
The seal is made out of... the seal is made out of a wax that doesn't seem to be showing any easy, breakage. The amount of dirt that you have access to there would barely be enough to even start lifting it.
Okay, well, that was a thought.
It's not a bad thought.
Well, my next approach is a little more direct then.
Okay.
And then if anybody, well, as long as nobody else has something to do, I will say,
That will evoke a couple of reactions. First is going to be from the Shade, who's going to turn its head to look at you and give you this grimace before you hear, "I was the one who gave you life. Do not squander it."
how far away? I'm 10 feet away from him, aren't I?
Yes, but it's no longer trying to whisper.
No, this is something completely different.
Okay.
Okay, not that.
Then
As I make the request,
Okay.
I would like to spend a little bit of concentration to perhaps distract our less than helpful friend with the shape of an adorable hedgehog, which manifests as kind of like, the angel out of the angel devil pair onto the captain's shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, I just like that imagery.
I am thoroughly distracted.
Give me a persuasion check.
My persuasion is garbage. Hopefully I get something. Yeah, I'm just unranked. Can I use it unranked?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like this, but hey. Actually, I will spend a point to surge.
Okay.
I just want to see it now. It's a 10. I was hoping maybe we could get it a bit higher, but
The Huh. The captain is reluctant to give you the letter. This is all I have left. All I can remember. He lies. He will take it. Destroy it. Save yourself the heartache.
That's just rude. I'm a
And-
lovely person.
Compelling argument.
Bratu's, if Resolve doesn't respond immediately, Bratu will say something in response to that.
Well, first I need the resolve to give me another diplomacy check.
Yeah, I will just emphasize the fact that the captain is seeing the Resolve's face, so
Yes.
like he's not hiding behind the mask. What did I roll last time? I rolled an 8. Well, it can only really be better from here, right? Right? Hey, there we go. It's better.
It is.
We'll go for continuous sake. Hey, a 14.
Hey.
I'm mildly happier with that.
The captain will reluctantly hand the letter to you.
As he passes me the letter, I will add.
He will. You're the one that has the will, right?
I believe it came back to my hands after our failed attempt to.
Then he will nod his head.
It's a good step.
And then I will send you the letter.
Oh, cool. Well, just for the purposes of saying, I will gently break the seal and open it in full view of the captain, so he knows that I'm not. Doing what his shade says.
The letter is dated 10 years ago, about lining up with when he last set sail.
What was the last date in the log? About 10 years ago?
The last date in the log was after this.
Okay.
And that's all yours to read if you'd like.
Well, in which case, if people don't mind, I will orate this to both the captain, the shade, and everybody around. Is that okay?
You will what it all around?
I'll read it.
Orate.
Okay.
Yeah, orate.
Orate.
Semantic Society, is that okay?
I'm fine with it. I better see an oratory roll, though.
Can I borrow
I
yours?
that can be a skill or something.
Absolutely.
I'll borrow Theseus's oratory roll.
I don't know what his bonus is off the top.
Perfect. Forgive me, my out loud reading skills aren't the best, but I will begin. The letter reads, Dearest Mary, the crew and I have arrived at Sailor's End at last. I fear this letter may not reach you, as I fear I may not return from this last voyage. But I will not dig up a grievance we have put to rest. Should it reach you without me, then the worst has come to pass. This past eve, the crew and I sat in somber silence for a long while together. We have all made our peace with it, yet there was a weight upon us in the final moments of peace as we sailed towards the stormy seas where the beast had made its home. The tension was palpable, and I did not know what to do to relieve it. We knew that we sailed towards our almost certain doom, yet we found ourselves before the beast with no morale. If we found ourselves before the beast with no morale, we would surely fall. So, with no other plan, I leapt to my feet and began to shamble together a shanty. It was incoherent at first, jumbled words from songs we all knew by heart, until we pulled the words together. I expected to sing alone, to hear the sound of my own voice over the oppressive silence, but one by one they began to sing with me. This sorrowful dirge I knew not by heart, but I could feel the words anyway, and it seemed the entire crew could too. We knew what was coming in the morn. We knew what was at stake. My beloved Mary, if these words should be the final ones of mine to reach you, then I want you to know that you are the only thought in my mind through this. It was not fair to the crew, but I could not bear the thought of harm coming to you, nor life without you. when the Night Hunter's name is spoken, know that I will live on through you. Forever yours, Andrew Long John.
You will watch the spirit almost recoil from the words, almost like it's being pushed just a little bit further away from the captain before it pulls itself in. See, he twists your words, wastes your time.
I'm just ignoring the shade at this point, and I will pass him back his letter in turn and just ask the simple question of,
He's just going to shake his head.
it's unfortunate.
Do I remember the dirge that's been haunting us, but in a true to form sense, not in the haunting magical version of it, but in just what the notes were?
Why don't you just give me a wisdom save? Not wisdom. Sorry, just a wisdom check.
I was like, what? I was like, what? What am
Falling,
I
it's just going to
say?
fatigue you.
I got really scared there for a second.
It's going to, yeah, it's just going to fatigue you. Don't worry about it.
I'm using
Make
Inspire.
a will save.
So I just don't like that. So I'm just gonna use Inspire to reroll it.
Sure, go ahead.
And if it's a nat one again, I give up.
I'm just going to leave.
Okay.
Would you also like to use your surge, or are you happy with that?
Oh yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? Sure, I'll roll a d6.
Yeah. You never know.
It'll be another one. Hell yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
a
is. I
one.
knew it. I knew it was coming. I was like, 20. I'll take it. I don't mind.
You can't remember the words, but you can remember the tune.
That's all I was after, anyways.
Well, good. You're achieving exactly average.
Hey, I achieved what I was after.
Yes. As Brato is doing his recollection, I am passing the letter to the captain so he can read his own words. And, keeping my bargain of I'm not taking anything more from him.
Okay. So he's going to take the letter and he's going to begin slowly reading it.
Brato?
Oh, I didn't know if anyone else was doing anything.
I thought you were going to do something with your recollection. That's all.
I am, if no one else is going to do anything around the same time.
I can provide background music to the tune if needed be. Hey, I actually can.
Ghost sound is a hell of a song.
But if no one is doing anything, then first I would like to lower myself to only. Oh, okay. Why is my token not? Oh, it's right click. Lower myself a little bit, so I'm just kind of directly behind the captain. Ratu is just gonna kind of lowly sing the dirge, but not so much in a haunting way, but more in just after hearing that letter, kind of trying to hum that tune in a. Oh God, I can't think of the word. but in the way
Slightly
that
more upbeat fashion.
I guess more upbeat or more resounding, more like how he thinks they might have been singing that very same dirge.
Inspiring.
Inspiring. In the same way him and his crew might have been humming.
Why
or
don't you give me a perform check?
Okay, I think that's just gonna be straight charisma roll for me.
Host is gonna start drinking.
Yeah, because I don't have anything in perform.
Roll it anyway.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, you're going to
Warrior.
begin quietly singing this song as you imagine it would have been sung. This more inspiring tune rather than the dirge that you're used to hearing. And you're going to watch as your sound has an almost immediate impact. As the crew, not the ghosts, but their bodies, begin to pull themselves from the water, almost manifesting out of it in various states of life, decay, and death. Some of them are missing parts of their body, large chunks of flesh just ripped away by something. Some have arms that hang limply as if they're broken, while others seem unscathed but are bloated from their time drowning in the water. All of these visions that you've been seeing over your trip, the various causes of death, you see them all represented by the crew, whose voices are going to one by one begin joining you in this.
How do they sound?
The same way you do. They're singing the same song they remember, but as they remember it, not as the captain remembers it. They're
Right. Final farewell sort of deal.
yes. And you're going to watch the shade that's on his back begin to jerk its head around, staring at the various corpses that have risen up out of the water. No! You cannot have him!
I'm just gonna flip off the shade. while doing
That's
this.
my thing.
It's going to
That shade deserves this.
It's going to turn its head to you. I Hester Lgeb I Thrdog.
To quickly run up and punch the shades to shut him up.
Do you have ghost touch on your weapons?
I don't think my hands do, no.
So your hand is going to pass through it this time.
Whoosh.
As it begins to
Just gonna flare
repeat.
as I continue falling forward.
As a counter to the constant song around him. It's going to repeat those words over and over again.
The dwarf will add his voice to the shanty if possible.
And Theseus.
The dragon is certainly going to get louder.
Those words, there's familiarity to them.
Oh no.
You've read
If we
them.
didn't, though.
You've read them before. And again, it's going to Yai Unga Hester Legeb I Thordog.
How about you stop? Maybe not.
Did you have anything that might be able to stop him, Theseus, old buddy? Mr. Magic Man?
Oh, I'm checking. I'm looking.
Well,
Amiko, you're allowed to help too.
the resolve will continue the song, but he'll kind of look meaningfully to those not joining.
I think I have any spells
I'm not
touch ghost.
much.
He's not looking
And, you know-
for spells.
No, the dwarf himself isn't the best singer, but you can tell that he's giving it his all.
As
Like,
I'm
he's
not
trying
much
to
of
put
a
as much
singer,
of-
but sure, I'll
I mean,
pop
think about it
in.
like at a bar, like drinking along with the people as things grow. Think of it that
I
way.
mean, the
I have these drums.
Have these drugs.
Drums.
I don't
Drums
know.
not be-
It,
might-
it
might
did
not be a
sound like
bad
drugs.
addition.
I'm gonna be honest. But
Well, I'm looking for something specific, so we'll see.
Only drug I need is getting high on life, baby.
What were you saying, Theseus?
I do have that one page of Dispel from the Necronomicon.
Uh-huh.
Might screw this boy up something fierce. But yeah. I think it's time you left. I'm gonna take that page out and I'm gonna try and use it as a scroll on this ghosty boy.
Okay. Are you...
I was going to do and try to join in, but it doesn't have oratory skills.
And I how would I proceed with this plan?
I mean, are you going to try and read the scroll? I want to know what are you doing with it?
I'm going to try and read it and basically treat the page as if it were a scroll.
Okay.
I've never actually cast from a scroll before, though, so I'm not sure what I'm doing.
I mean, the scroll thing is just, if there's a spell component, you have to be able to cast the spell, or it has to be on your spell list, otherwise you have to make a use magic device check.
Okay.
But this is less of a magical scroll and more of something that has to be spoken.
Alright. I will speak it forth at the ghost, then.
Oh. Not even gonna try?
Not even gonna try. What do you mean, not even gonna try?
oh, I don't know if it's if Theseus has even realized it yet. What do you mean by that, Gary?
You're talking about the page, the incantation from the page on the essential salts, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to hold it up and begin chanting back at the shade.
Oh, the other half, right.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to
Yeah.
confidently, using a an oration skill,
Oh boy.
you are going to counter the shade's chanting with Ogthrod Eif Gebel Ich Haster Ngang Ai Zro. And
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I definitely haven't been practicing or anything. So, you're going to get caught in this deadlock. And it is going to use its mythic abilities to do a thing. One of two things. Let's see which it is.
Hey now, you stop that.
This private dice. We're all in trouble now.
I'm going to need a reflex save from everyone.
Why? Don't no.
While you
I
do that,
refused.
I'm going to put in a MEP.
Fuck's sake.
It has to have a name. So just because it's going to be a one-use thing, it's going to be a name.
Oh, I still have haste on. That's a 29.
Haste wears off.
Haste is worn off.
Yeah, haste is long gone by now.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said.
I rolled very low. I'm very unhappy.
Mine's a 29, not a 30.
Oh,
Ooh, that's twice as big as it's supposed to be. Whoop.
would bolstering kick in since I got damaged by him very recently? Would bolstering kick in and give me a +2 confidence bonus on any saving throws from that creature's abilities? Oh, well, it's until the start of the next turn. Shit. Never mind.
I need
Way
to-
more time than that's passed.
Gonna have to drag everyone onto the map here really fast.
Here I was thinking that we're going to get somewhere. Well, I think we have gotten somewhere. It's just
You have gotten somewhere.
Not
I'm just not
way
sure if
yet.
it's the right somewhere we want to be.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Let me just make sure I've got the right one.
But if this is considered combat, would be a big question.
It might be.
Or brought to.
Oh, I have to know if that save is considered combat or not.
Oh, the save is not considered combat, no.
Never mind, that's a nat 1/7.
So,
I can do nothing about it.
Theseus and Bratu, as you are both flung back, you are going to land on the ground prone. Resolve, Hawk, and Emiko are going to be blown back as the storm is going to once more build up around him and erupt into this whirling tornado around all of you, creating...
How the fuck did I manage to save?
Oh, fuck. You can't...
That's what I want to know.
Em-
15.
Emiko, you can't say that. That's... Oh, gosh.
The map is of
But,
African descent.
You can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Sorry.
Actually, that's
Sorry.
very.
It's a joke either way. So, as the storm is going to build up and erupt around you, it's going to create this whirling tornado of souls and energy that is going to surround the cavern.
What happened to Quilliam during all this?
How many hit points does Quilliam have?
Quilliam has 2. He has a reflex bonus of 5. Does he roll reflex 2?
Yes.
Okay. Ta-da!
Quilliam is flung somewhere over here
Oh no, poor Quilliam.
as the storm is going to erupt and billow out.
Well, it's probably a good thing I lose my concentration here, so he just goes back to whence he
Yeah.
came.
As the souls of the crew are going to be one by one plucked out of their corpses and are going to swirl around the altar as the moss, now exposed to the air directly, is going to brighten itself. But the captain is going to be locked in this sort of combat with his self. The body is fighting this shade that's attached to him that now is no longer even bothering to hide its appearance. The yellowish robes and the skull face are now fully apparent to everyone as the captain is grasping at his head, trying to comprehend everything that's happened to him, while the shade is hissing and yelling, "Interlopers! You will die!"
I feel like this may partially be my fault.
And I'm going to need to have everyone roll initiative.
Not right now.
I don't want to hit the captain again. He's been through enough. Where's my
I don't think-
initiative?
I'm
Sorry,
very
what?
busy with other things.
Yeah.
Get it? Oh,
Oh, thank
my.
goodness!
Guys.
I felt really weird being at the top of initiative for so long.
Guys!
For a second.
I was about to say, please, I mean, go roll better than this. Thank
Alright.
you.
Wow. I rolled 19.
I get being a tank is useful in going first, but my low +1 dex ass should not be in top of the order.
So, Theseus and Bratu, you're both currently prone. So,
Ow.
You should apply prone to yourselves.
You should.
Yeah.
And Emiko, you were going to go first as the swirling souls around you are going to begin unleashing this shocking necrotic energy out away from itself.
Well,
And the captain is currently almost grasping his head in pain.
And it would be good if we had Cordelia around. She could keep the song going.
It is still going. As the souls are passing by, surrounding the circle, you can hear them still singing.
Okay, I will accept this then.
So are we attacking Hester? Just to be sure.
Clearly he hasn't given us a choice in the matter. But it's
Does the
ha-
does the shade have its own token? I guess.
The shade does not have its own token, no. It is still attached to him for now.
I'm going to use an intensified spell, the meta magic feed, and fire of a.
Have you prepared the spell with intensify on it?
Uh,
Because then it's just
No,
spontaneous. You can't just add it on.
I've actually have no idea how it works. I just assumed.
If you're a prepared caster, you prepare the spell for the day with the meta magic. Which means if you haven't... Yeah.
Well, I've not. I need to do stuff that I would normally have done while I waited.
That's fine. It's the first turn of combat. This happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna move to terror if I can figure out the ruler.
Okay.
Gonna move to, and then I'm gonna fire off a snowball. But since I'm using the armor and the arcane armor training, it doesn't have the arcane spell failure chance.
Okay. It'll still roll automatically, but we'll know that it's 0.
Okay.
Who are you shooting at?
Andy.
Andy. That will hit him, but he will take reduced damage. So, you manifest the ball of elemental ice and snow and you throw it at him, and the shade is going to move just enough in the way that it seems to reduce the amount of damage that he takes.
Alright. And that's all I can really do this turn.
Okay. Before your turn, Bratu, I'm going to need... There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, roll. Hang on. I'm getting there. Okay. It's not off to a good start. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need everyone to make another reflex save.
Can I just say I passed?
No, you cannot say you passed.
Oh, okay.
I passed.
I think I passed.
I need...
Failed because I said I passed.
Wouldn't that be funny? Bratu.
Yep.
I need reflex.
And would bolstering now trigger?
No.
Bolstering would. Damn it! It's not gonna trigger till after this, I imagine.
So everyone except Emiko is going to take reduced damage, which means Hawk will take no damage, as he is one of the primary targets. So the other primary target is Theseus, who's going to take... That's the wrong number. Theseus, you're going to take a half of that.
What if I didn't?
Bratu and Resolve, you're going to take half of that. And Emiko, you're going to take half of that. As this lightning is going to shoot out and jump between everybody, chaining together through you, dealing this necrotic this negative energy damage.
I think he automatically bypasses my spell risk then.
I see
So
3
what
different
you're saying
damage.
is I don't take any damage.
What?
So Hawk and Theseus are the first target, so they would take half of 66. Hawk has evasion, so he takes none. You and Resolve are the second targets, so you're going to take half of 12. And Emiko is the final target, and she's going to take half of 3, but because she has resistance, she's going to take none.
Okay.
This automatically bypasses my spell resistance, yeah?
It is not a spell, so yes. It's not, sorry, better phrasing, it's not subject to spell resistance.
That's what I wanted.
And then it's your turn, Bratu.
Okay, move action. Gonna stand up. That is my entire move action, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And I can't move or do anything equivalent to a move action.
You can use your...
If it's not, I can do that with a standard.
You can use your standard to make a move action, yes.
If I'm drinking a potion from my own pack, can I do that during a move action or not?
It's a swift action if it's from a bag on your person.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to move and take a potion. I'm going to fly specifically. I actually zoom in a little here. Okay, those are the squares.
Here, let me
30.
darken those a little bit.
Move closer, and drink my remaining potion.
All right. Then
And yeah, that's all I can do.
Theseus, it's your turn.
Oh shit. Let's see.
does cost a move action for you to get up off prone, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yes. I will spend a move action to get up.
Okay.
And from there, I think I will fall back on Old Faithful Scorching Ray on that shade that's clinging to the captain's back.
Okay. Go ahead.
2 rays, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Look at all those dice.
All the dice.
The first one is going to hit, and the second one is going to miss.
Blammo.
So you're going to fire out your 2 rays towards the shade. One is going to pass harmlessly through, and it's going to become solid again just a second too late, or a second too early, and get hit by the other one. And you're going to hear this loud hissing noise as it gets singed.
Damn, I didn't know I could singe ghosts. This is excellent information.
Yeah.
And Theseus is a bit dense, it seems, tonight, so hopefully he will understand the situation better and be more prepared next time.
Alright. Resolve. It's your turn.
How much can I say before it consumes an action?
It's hard to say. Like, I don't have an exact word. No, I do. You could say 25 words, and it will consume an action.
So less than that and it won't?
I'd say less than 10, and it won't.
Okay, I will call out to the party
Because 25 words is sending.
yes. That is actually a very good point. I didn't even consider. How many words is this? So 3, 6, 9. Yeah. So I'll call out to everybody around me. Just to be sure.
Okay.
And I will take flight once more. And a charge is technically part of an attack action, yeah?
Yes. Well, a charge is a special full round action.
Right. I just want to see if I can actually move that far properly.
Double your movement speed in a straight line.
Yeah. And flight obviously counts.
Yes.
Okay, so I will charge to I will charge to here.
Okay.
And as I do, I will unfurl a whip of flame
Okay.
and make an attack against the shade.
I'm going to need you to overcome spell resistance.
I mean, yes, given that it is a flame whip.
Which, actually, that's a good point. I will need Theseus to do that as well. Yeah. I need you to overcome spell resistance.
Given that I don't have the spellbook stuff here, what's
It's your hit dice. Plus, it just a d20 plus your hit dice.
Okay.
Because your caster level is your kineticist level. And Emiko, you were targeting the captain, so you do not make a spell resistance pen.
Okay, do I need to if I attack the shade as well? Because I have spell penetration.
If you target the shade, you will need to make
Well,
it.
Snowball isn't subject to that unless it's a special rule.
So Theseus is good, and that means Resolve is good as well.
Okay, so I will unfurl this whip of flame and make a single attack.
Yes.
It goes against touch AC because
It
it's flame.
do. And because it's energy, I think he takes full damage. Let me do a peek really fast. Whoops. Save tax. Yeah, why did you link me to the wrong section? What the hell? Here we go. Okay, so you do half damage.
Okay. Well, actually, that should have been a 26, and I take a -2 to my AC until next turn.
Yep. So it'll be
26. with my AC.
13. Yeah, I'm just doing math really fast.
Okay.
Alright.
Just 14 points of damage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You charge forth and whip it, and it's going to hiss in pain at you. Captain's turn is going to come. He's going to do nothing, but the Shade is going to use one of its mythic powers to use Wild Arcana to cast Chain Lightning.
As it is casting a spell, I get an attack opportunity.
You do.
So I probably need to roll spell pit again, don't I?
Again? As
Again.
far as I'm aware, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you're good? And that will hit for the same damage again.
Look at me go.
And it will roll.
It needs to. It's targeting me first. It definitely needs that.
It's
gonna
have to do two things. So I'm just gonna start with its concentration check.
Oh, true.
9.
I do not need my power flashing, or at least my lights. That's no, thank you. No, thank you, nature.
Which
Not tonight.
Is that a success? I don't remember, actually.
Ooh, I think the amount of damage directly correlates, but I can't remember how.
I'm checking.
It's so nice to actually be able to do attacks of opportunity.
Nope, he loses it. As far as unless the Arcana thing gives him a special.
He casts it 2 level higher if he's using it as Wild Arcana.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if Wild Arcana had anything specific for this. But he will, I believe, lose it. Sorry,
Let me go.
trying to find the mythic section again. Mythic path. Karkmage. That is as a swift action. So
It's renamed as a standard because Hierophant has the same one and it is standard.
Oh.
There's an FAQ about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. Okay. Well, either way, so that means as a swift action, he's going to Quickened Metamagic. Good old Fireball.
Wait, do I have combat reflexes? Please tell me I have combat reflexes.
You can only target a creature once per turn with an attack of opportunity, I think.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't have combat reflexes, so...
Oh, okay. So I need to make myself a 20-foot circle. Ooh. He doesn't have a particularly good fireball here. So I'm going to need Theseus, Bratu, and Hawk to give me reflex saves.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I know both from triggers now, so at least I get a +2 to this. against any saves from the same creature that recently did me damage.
The creature didn't deal you damage. The arena dealt you damage.
That was what the first Chain Lightning was from?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh. Is it a ability tied to him or just under the arena?
Layer,
Layer action.
layer actions are always separate from the creature.
Motherfucker.
It's like after this you'll get it.
Oh.
Look, lightning, the thing I'm not good against.
So Hawk and Theseus will both take half damage. Muratu, you're going to take full damage here.
Don't
Bye,
I
guys.
take none
Good
because it's a
luck.
reflex?
That's correct. So that's going to be 33 points of damage.
Yeah.
What's half of 33? 16.
Yes. So, Muratu, that
Is it
means
random down or-
means your diehard triggers.
Well, I'm gonna trigger Self-Reliant first.
Back to 1 hit point you go.
All right.
Oh wait. No, without Masters once during combat, I thought it was once a day. Oh, I can do without Master instead of Self-Reliant. That's, yes, 1 hit point.
Okay. And that will end the shades.
David.
That will end the shade and the captain's turn. And Hawk, it's your turn.
I'm going to. Do I think I can touch the shade now? Does it look tangible, or is it still ghosty?
It looks about as tangible as it's ever gonna look.
That
I mean,
doesn't answer my
it's zero
question. Does it look more tangible than when I tried before?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna book it at him. Trying to not walk through his space. Get out of the way, Bratu.
Flying anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's flying anyway, so you
Oh.
can just kind of roll under.
they're both
Yeah.
flying.
That's what the plus 5 feet means.
Blammy.
Yeah. I'm just 5 feet above the ground.
Just duck under you, Bratu, and I have the movement to get up in his face.
Okay.
I could try and. Is the shade connected to his body still? Captain's.
Yes.
Do I think knocking the captain prone would knock the spirit over?
You're not sure. You're
You know
not.
what? I'm gonna do it anyway, just so the captain's out of like spell range. I'm gonna just try and trip the captain.
Okay. Go ahead.
So CMB, but it's +2 because trip bonus.
Yeah, he's gonna fall prone. And
And my
the
turn is over.
shade will not fall prone.
Okay.
It was a good attempt.
Well, now that the captain is out of the way, it'll be harder to hit with spells.
Emiko, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna use summon Nature's Alive or Awaken from the stabs.
Okay. What are you summoning?
And an owlbear. And then I'm going to hope to tell it to specifically target the ghost or the shade-like creature.
So you're going to summon the owl bear. And
Is it an owlbear or the owlbear?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's an owlbear. I don't think it's the owlbear.
it's an owl bear.
It's not the one Emiko got knocked.
It's the owlbear that we killed earlier.
Grim.
And then I'm going to move towards Bratu.
Sure.
I can launch up into there to him.
Huh?
He's just gonna
Wait,
be
you're
at the
fine.
same level as you. Calm down.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, for some reason I thought
And then
you were
I
launching
am,
something at me.
No, and then I'm gonna target Bratu. If I can do this, I believe I can, because it was a swift action. And then heal him.
Haven't you already healing hexed him today?
Me, no.
I don't know if
Personally.
I feeling hacks that are now that pure serious wounds.
Healing
Yeah,
hacks
fair
has
enough.
been on Emiko and Hawk.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
All right, go ahead. All right. So that'll be 29.
Or else for the battle with the dragon.
And is that the end of your turn?
I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. Initiative 20 is going to come around.
Boy, lair actions.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They're the scariest thing about anything, any creature, if they have them.
Oh boy! I had to measure out another 20-foot circle here. I need a fortitude save from both of you this time. Emiko
You
and...
weren't attached to those hit points you just got.
Is this some sort of fear effect?
No, it's not a fear effect.
Okay. Then
Alright,
I
it's
just
just
get
asleep.
plus. I just get +2 from the bolster.
It's not... This is... Layer actions aren't creatures.
Yeah. God damn. You've never done layer action before, so my brain is just.
Yes, I have. I did it with the witches.
I was not there for that.
Yeah, you were. I think we both were.
Either
That's
way.
when I died.
Go ahead.
But yeah.
Do you roll? Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Um,
Kill him. Do it. You're what?
cool. I'm going to spend a resolve.
You can't just spend dwarves.
What are you doing with the resolve?
I'm not nothing in this case. I'm actually just gonna let it be a 20.
Okay.
It might be a bad idea, but I'll risk it.
So Bratu, you are going to be unaffected. And Emiko, you're going to be unaffected.
Oh, nice.
As the skull that's swirling around is going to momentarily flash brightly with this kind of ominous yellow haze, and then just die down as if nothing happened.
Was it supposed to be paralysis or sleep?
You never know.
Bratu, it's your turn.
Okay. Gonna give a quick, very genuine thank you to Emiko for that healing. And
Thumbs
then
up.
he's-
Roller.
and then I am going to I'm actually just gonna technically 5-foot step, but nah, I was gonna do 5-foot step and go into the air, but
You cannot 5-foot step vertically.
really? I didn't know
Anything
that.
requires a step.
Well,
No, you have to 5-foot step on the plane that you're on, not up or down.
I did not know that. That's good to know, given we have people with wings. But I'm actually just gonna move 5 feet. I'm not actually gonna take a 5-foot step. Well, I am going to take a 5-foot step. Just words, brain failing. I'm taking a 5-foot step and then doing a full round action. And because I'm using Ordered Strike.
Okay.
For Resolve, you still got your whip out?
I've still got my whip out. It's not my turn yet.
Doesn't need to be.
Third strike.
No, I'm
What
letting
is
you know that
strike?
it will fall off once my turn comes around. So
Order Strikes. First level samurai ability. Like when I had you punch something, Hawk. Now I'm gonna have the Resolve attack that shade with his whip.
oh, okay,
Because you're within 30 feet, aren't you?
easily. Oh wait, of the shade? Not sure.
Of me. within 30 feet of me.
There's a...
Yes, I am.
Okay.
All right.
Does not use up
So-
any of your actions. Doesn't change the initiative order.
You just
But-
get...
can do
roll
the-
the spell pan again.
That's a success.
Do this at full attack bonus.
Cool.
Yeah, I gathered it was just a standard attack. So, whoops. Oh boy, that's a 9. My lowest roll so far. Does the 19 hit?
Yes.
Do I get any bonuses actually?
The 19 hits.
Thank you, the resolve, for giving me resolve.
So he's going to take an amount of damage.
Huh.
Nice. Anyway. That will be all then?
This is a thing I've never done. And we're getting close in that level, so I am curious for the sake
What's
of
the question?
waving the banner. What sort of action would that be? I always have it on my pack up high. It's always visible, but
I would assume it's either a swift or a standard.
alright. I know.
What do you mean? Like, is there something that happens when you wave the banner?
I'm not sure if it's at this level, but since we're getting, I know there's one higher level.
Let me look.
He's going to be doing that regardless if it does anything. I'm
If it does nothing, it has no action.
right.
If it does something, it's an action.
I know there's one at higher level.
There it is, samurai.
Actually,
I'm looking.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
not
know.
doing anything. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, that's later. Way later.
yeah.
Well, if it's clearly visible, we get a +2 morale bonus on fear and a +1 attack roll
No,
against.
I have
attack
the
rolls.
Jinx standard.
It's
You get a +1 to the DC of your hexes, necromancy, or enchantment spells.
Okay, right.
Also
Right.
+1 to spell pen.
cool. All right. So you're just kind of waving your banner about.
As I give the order to action, Ratu is very much more taking on a support role right now.
All right. The Theseus.
The Theseus approaches to take a move action and run up. Let's see, how far can I make?
If you're moving, I think you... No, you have the run feat. Never mind. Or the one that makes you run faster. Your movement speed's faster than I thought.
Yeah, fleet.
Yeah, so you're fast.
I should be able to make it right about here.
Yep.
Should put me in range. Yes.
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 Yes. Alright, the Shade seems to have no qualms about using mythic powers in this fight, so neither shall I. And I'm gonna crack my old man knuckles. And let's see, do I need anything special for this?
No, probably not arthritis.
Ow.
I inflict arthritis.
Damn. And I am going to cast a Great Positive Pulse right on the Shade and the Captain.
He's gonna do a
That's a
thing.
good one.
That is. I actually don't know what that spell does off the top of my head.
You can link it in the chat, Theseus. Just press the
see.
little roll button on it.
Oh.
There. I don't see a little roll button on it.
Just link
Is there
it,
a Yeah, if there's a cast button, that will do the same thing.
and then you're gonna just roll 3d6. This is an interesting one.
Have a look. See, greater positive pulse.
So, all of you... Oh, no. It's only a 5-foot burst. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was bigger than that.
It is.
It's a 15-foot rate. Yeah.
It's a 15-foot burst.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Easy.
New
I'm
spell,
still
we'll
trying to-
figure it out.
Hawk and the Resolve are going to get a +2 bonus for 1 round against death effects, energy drain, negative energy, and effects caused by haunts. And the Shade is going to make a will save.
I am casting the great version,
Yes.
so that's a +8.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
Oh, okay, that is large.
That's big.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to link this thing in the chat.
Hang on, hold on. I think I can do it for you.
Because I don't see any...
So this is positive
See,
pulse. That's read magic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Just press the icon.
Hang on.
Is this in your spellbook?
No, it's not.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
using Mythic
Well,
Arcana.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's 2 levels higher as well.
which doesn't matter here. I can't link.
Saving throw.
I can't link it.
I'll just...
It's fine.
And I'll dump it in the
Yeah,
Discord.
I'll
One
just-
sec.
Anyways, so he fails, so he's going to take the 3d6 damage. And that is 11.
The good stuff.
The good stuff.
11 plus my caster level, so that is...
6? 8? 22.
8?
8.
Yes.
Alright.
Excuse me, that's gross.
And will that be all for you?
That will be all for me. Blammo.
Then as your turn ends, as his weakness is beginning to come through,
Don't you dare run away. I have a thing I want to do to you.
I have tokens I need for this. Bah! They don't have tokens. 1, 2, 3 plus.
Hello, Skellington.
Skimlingtons.
3 more. 2,
Why are you rolling? Jesus, what you doing?
3. That was me.
What?
Why are you rolling for Theseus? What'd he do?
My bones!
I needed to roll to see how many shadows were spawning.
My bones betray me.
As 6 of these ephemeral shadows are going to manifest themselves around the circle. 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam.
Swear to God, if any of them are forcing their way in front of me, they're not. No, they are. The 2 of them are. God fucking.
Alright, that's going to end Theseus's turn.
Square up, skelly boys.
The first shadow is going to move.
4 of them are technically in front of you.
No. But it's because it's Theseus' turn.
Oh,
no,
that's
no, it's
you.
not the. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now.
Hawk, what is your touch AC?
It is a number.
It misses anyways.
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
there's no way it hits me. Not with that 8.
What is
Yeah,
your touch AC?
I'll let you re-roll out of a kindness.
No,
I'm kidding.
no. There's no kindness with what he's doing to us, so no.
Yeah, no, my touch AC is 24 for future reference.
Okay. This one is also going to attempt to touch you.
Even flanking, that's not enough.
It's not going well. Alright. Now it's your turn, Resolve.
The Resolve has things to do. The Resolve has points to spend.
Oh no.
The Resolve is spending a point of Mythic Power. And using Sudden Attack again. It's your favorite, you love it. So, once more, a whip unfurls from his hand. Unfortunately, because, you know, he doesn't think ghosts really care about the physical aspects. So we're just going to, buffering for a second.
Mythic features.
I'm spending my internal buffer to make this a empowered boy.
Uh-oh.
Are you supposed to have those?
Internal buffers, can notice this thing.
You are supposed to have mythic powers, yes.
And we got it, we got it after we killed an undead that was a church without ever actually dealing with it.
So, well, while this happens, I'll be adding haste to add that extra attack, if that's okay.
Sure. Oh my god, there's so many dice. Oh my god.
Let's go.
I've rolled many die.
That's all hits. That's a lot of damage.
Even if it's halvesies, I still want something to come out of it.
19, 18.
Ace. Quicken spell? Or meta magic?
19,
Sudden attack.
37.
I'm using haste in its place.
Gotcha.
Woo. That's close.
Oh no, it's only close. Damn it.
The shade appears to be barely hanging on now. Its form is now struggling to hold together.
Oh, as a note, I'm not sure if this matters. It bypasses all forms of DR.
This is not a...
First attack.
That's not DR.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Oh,
Oh, I realized I didn't do the roll. With us a +10 now, thanks to the banner.
Ant in lamp.
okay. Is that all?
Let's see, that was my full attack and a swift action, so yes, that is all.
Alright. Now the shade is going to break free.
Yeah, you get away from the captain. You caused us enough shit, so go away.
Is it going to sing as well?
It's going to move there.
Where is this shade?
It is... I don't have a proper token for it at the moment. It's
Okay.
this one.
Can we maybe have it as something else so we don't get quite confused?
Maybe
Give me-
some sort of marker.
Give me...
I've already asked the question.
Bingus bongus.
Whoa, don't cast magic on
Oh,
me.
that's not what I wanted to do.
Monk magic. I cast bonk.
I mean, you're gonna get extra bonks as long as I can help it, Hawk.
If the shade is running away, I'm about to chase him, and if things are going to take opportunity attacks against me, I'm gonna hit them right back.
But this
no, I
is a
mean-
general note. My whip at the moment is empowered. Just
I'm going to assign it the bleed condition so it's distinguishable from the rest of them.
Sure.
And it's going to, as it peels away, taking a 5-foot step to move out of its space, it's going to...
You wasn't showing the space with the captain before?
It was.
I'm sorry to do this to you.
What?
Well, it's leaving my threatened range.
It takes a 5-foot step to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's going to, once again, use a mythic power to use Wild Arcana for Chained Lightning.
It's like, I don't want to get interrupted again.
Stompy, don't hurt me.
Stop!
Crouchy's just
Roll.
looking at the two casters like,
Father, when can I leave?
God,
I have the whole world to see.
I want wanted to make an actual point of how we're grouping up a little much, and instead, whatever the fuck you just said happened.
I have to check something really fast, because this could be much worse for you.
Is Chain Lightning subject to spell resistance?
Do you think he's gonna fail his spell resistance roll?
I have to try.
Oh no. Okay, so this is going to be empowered.
Of course it is.
I was checking to see if it can do that, and sure, it'll roll its spell pen.
Good.
Cats, don't eat the stick that just stabbed me, please.
Don't eat it.
That's my blood. Don't consume
Now
it.
can we take 4 off that?
Cats, do not get in the trash. Stop it.
No, we cannot. Alright, are you ready to see the numbers?
Sorry, I gotta make sure my cat's not chewing on sticks.
That's fine.
I've decided that I don't want to see the number, so he shouldn't roll.
That's unfortunate. This is the one I think it is, right? Yes. So, I'm gonna go ahead and roll 19d6.
Why do you like this?
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, 19d6.
Do we get the reflex? I don't remember.
You will. He's starting with you anyways, resolve.
Of course he is.
Then it's going to bounce.
Not to me, because of course if it misses me, it stops, right?
Must be within... Oh, it's going to hit everybody.
Oh, lovely.
Because it's empowered, it has higher range, doesn't it? Or
No.
is it
That's
just
just
good
how it
range?
does more.
It has to be within 30 feet of the resolve. And, well, actually... No, okay, it can't hit Emiko and Bratu. So it's going to hit Hawk, the Owlbear, and Theseus.
Oh, I will roll my reflex.
Well, if it hits everybody,
Oh,
that means it also hits this guy, that guy.
I'm gonna surge because I need that to be better. I cannot afford to take this damage.
So you go to 19.
I don't think that's enough.
It is not.
I didn't.
So what did you get, Hawk? There's your roll.
I will surge? Oh, I don't know what that means. I just roll a d6.
Yes.
You roll a 1d6. It spends a point of mythic power. You have 5 points of mythic power to spend.
Okay, so Hawk takes no damage.
Ooh.
So resolve, you're going to take the full 74. Theseus, you are going to take 37. And the Owlbear is going to take 37.
What about these ghouly ghast boys?
They're not targeted. He chooses who to hit with the chain lightning.
You didn't choose the body that was on the ground, did he?
No. He just chose you, Resolve, Theseus, and the Owlbear.
He
Then,
needs him alive for whatever reason.
then with his swift action,
Don't do it again.
we're going to need a reflex save from Emiko, Bratu, and the Owlbear.
Can it be cold damage, please?
Roll your saving throw. Come on.
Technically
And
that
it's
would
a-
also...
it's swift action, so
This would also hit Theseus, actually.
Theseus, who is currently standing on his head.
fucking bolstering doesn't help for shit with that. Because I rolled low as hell.
Should probably roll for the owlbear too.
Yeah. That's not a good sign.
You're gonna TPKS on this.
I think, Theseus, you are currently unconscious.
Yes, I'm at -12 right now.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Well, it has to be triple. So, and if you're... Doesn't prone affect...
He's unconscious.
But
And
no, I thought just the status prone affect anything considered range. I don't know if this is range. or not.
Nothing to do with magic, only range attacks.
But he's also, again, him being unconscious has an effect here.
No, that's fair.
Oh no, maybe it doesn't. Maybe just he's prone, which has a penalty to nothing. So yeah,
7
Theseus,
for damage.
Theseus, you can go ahead and just give me a reflex save. Oh no.
Flarg.
So you will also take the full.
Well, we're gonna at least try to make things a little better with absorb blow.
The full. I think that does it.
Yeah, I think Theseus is fucking dead.
Don't kill the pet wizard.
That was not the intention here.
Can you absorb the blow?
He can absorb his own blow.
I can only absorb.
But-
as
Absorbing
much as
blow
we're at
sounds
the
like
tier
a hard
level of-
drug.
Theseus, just stick around.
I'm at negative 52 now.
Is that triple?
That triple your con.
I feel like that's,
Is it triple con or triple HP?
It's triple con, I think.
But is that more than his max HP is also the question.
It doesn't matter.
I thought there was a rule for that as well.
That's
5e.
Again,
that's also massive damage, and that's not more than your max HP. It's like most of your max HP.
Oh, yeah.
what's the rule for
Consider
hero
that too.
points again?
What's the rule on what?
Hero points?
There are no hero points.
Not anymore, yeah.
Well,
Is it
Like,
triple
it's-
con or triple hit points? Sorry, I keep dropping in and out.
I'm pretty sure it's triple con. Let me double check. I look at the mythic thing directly.
Yeah, no, it is triple con.
Which okay.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah, triple your constitution points.
Yeah, I'm dead.
That's okay. I have a panic button for this. Fear not.
He does.
Yeah,
seem to
just
have a thing.
become a lich.
So, we're gonna go to Hawk's turn. As the fireball erupts and also destroys the owlbear.
How are people back here? Like, I see Bratu's pretty hurt, and I know Theseus is down.
Bratu, you still take 35 points of damage.
what do I take?
You succeeded, so you will take half minus 10, so 10.
Oh.
What's my movement speed again?
Big.
Okay. Well, I would like to use a swift action, spend a key point, to make it even bigger. I'm gonna go around the room punching everybody.
Pull the shade. Punch the shade.
Right. I have 105 movement speed, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Immediately moving out of his range. Coming back here. That's 65.
What? What is this?
Alright, so. The number of dudes who get an attack of opportunity against me are 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
What are you doing?
And they are not intelligent enough to not take it, so you'll just have to tell me if any
That's
of
a
these. Yeah.
That one misses. Miss. A hit, finally.
So you'll take 1 point of strength damage.
Cool. 1 strength damage. And the shade was 1.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. And now I get to hit all of them for free. So, 1 single attack. 2, 3,
Sure.
and 4. And we're going in order, so it would be 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Hang on, sorry, I'm also typing.
No typing for you.
29, a 32, a 21, and a 36.
Yeah, that's gonna hit all of them.
As they swing at me, and I just kind of like weave a hand around their arm, and I'm just palming all of them in the face, including the shade. They're all just catching one right in the nose.
Okay. So the shade is going to enter a state of incorporeality again.
Hate him.
After
so much.
after the damage. And you're going to hear the captain... Well, you're going to watch the captain point towards Theseus and weakly go, "The incantation." And then with the energy he had kind of expended, just fall flat again.
Well, we need to get the pet wizard up.
I'm back.
Or just
Bring
get the
pet wizard.
or the paper off of the pet wizard.
I don't have anything to help him.
What did I miss besides Theseus being dead?
So Hawk ran around and punched a whole bunch of people in the face. The captain pointed to Theseus and said, "The incantation," and you're up to date.
Oh, okay.
Activating my turn might not be over. Activating sudden speed is a swift action. And you only get one of those, right?
Per turn,
Yep.
yes.
Cool. Taking something out of my bag would be a swift action.
Yes.
Okay, then my turn's over.
Okay. We're gonna go for a shadow, who's going to go right next to Bratu, actually.
Oh, that's quite a bit of movement.
And it's going to attempt to touch you.
Fuck,
In
that's
the no place.
Does that touch you?
I actually have to check without roll of a low of a roll. No, actually, I'm shocked. It
No.
doesn't.
That's exactly its movement speed.
I miscounted.
Squint at this
One
shadow.
more ahead.
It's going to fly up to you and attempt to touch you.
And it will not.
Alright. Emiko, it's your turn.
Yes, I'm going to take a 10-foot step.
And footstep. Long leg.
Long leg. And then I am going to target our unconscious bad wizard and
He's not unconscious. He's dead.
Is that dead?
He's dead.
Big-
Is
The
the
big
part of this
dead.
plane.
Deceased.
No
Shit,
more.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna steal that piece of paper from him and then I guess try and do the incantation.
Okay. Give me
Wow,
a...
man.
Give me a
Not
performance.
even
That's
cold
it.
and we're trying to rob his corpse.
Give me a performance.
I don't have perform.
Then just give me a charisma check. As you will
You can do
also
it. I can do it. You can do it.
you will also attempt to perform the nonsensical incantations. And
My
you,
note stats are 19,
I think,
so it rolled up to
Change your,
22. So
Change your dice numbers. Those are hard to read.
Well, they show up easily. It's fine.
no, that is, I think, enough. So you will move forward and shuffle through Theseus's things to where you saw him put away the paper, and you'll pull it out. And the words momentarily kind of hurt your brain as you even process them. But you hold up the paper and you confidently shout the incantation Ogthrad Eif Gebel Ich Haster Nga I Zro. And you're going to watch the shade in its currently incorporeal self recoil away from you, but not be immediately felled. But the shadows are all going to turn their attention towards you now.
oh shit.
Do you have a swift action you'd like to perform?
My soul is funny.
I don't think I have anything.
Alright. Okay.
That image is Hawk's reaction to.
I dare you to
the
fucking
cope
move past the
chance.
shadows. Do it.
No, wait. Can I use search to? There's a mythic thing, right? That allows me to cast the spell as a swift action.
It's a standard action.
It's- yeah.
Wild Arcana.
They errated it.
Because it was ridiculous.
Boop.
Then I don't have anything if it's a normal action.
Okay. Then
Shadow Boys.
I'm gonna die.
this shadow is going to charge you.
No. Do that first one.
No, it's going to.
Do the first one. It's not smart enough to know otherwise.
It's charging. It doesn't have to be smart.
It could have charged to here, and then I could have whacked it.
The path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Does that hit your touch AC?
Probably. Yes.
Yeah, so you're going to take 6 points of strength damage.
Nice.
Right, it's your job to get rid of those two.
Then
Yeah, I know.
we're going to come to initiative 20.
We should probably get rid of these circles that are just lingering unless they serve a purpose.
Right. You make a good point. Sometimes you do that.
Sometimes, not often, but
So, Hawk and Emiko again. I need reflex saves.
This was a mistake.
Just those two?
Is that
that's kind of bad.
Would you like to surge that?
how do I
Will
search?
a surge help?
You spend a point of mythic power, roll a 1d6 to add it on.
And you can do it to any roll. The question is, do you think even a 6 would help?
Sure. How do I roll the d6?
Just slash
I-
roll.
Roll 1d6. I'll send you the thing that I'm using for having it in my sheet, though, after this.
Yes, slash roll 1d6.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's 15.
Ooh, that red color's really nice on that.
So, Hawk, you're going to take half damage, and Emiko, you're going to take full damage minus 10.
But I have evasion.
You don't take any damage.
Oh, right. I'm rolling in private again.
I also have improved evasion.
It's just
11.
no.
You're taking
2 points,
go
actually.
take-
No, Hawk is taking nothing. Emiko's taking 12.
Yeah, but oh, right, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I am the big dumb.
And then it's Baratu's turn.
I don't want to jinx it, but I have only been hit
I
once.
stick the banner back in where it attaches to my bag, between my back and my bag, and
Bap the
pull out my war axe. And
Smack it.
I'm going to put in a full round action on this thing that is floating in front of me.
Go ahead. Your eyes so big.
Oh. First, I'm going to swift action challenge it before I do anything else.
Sure.
Do that first, so I get the damage bonus. And
Go ahead.
then I'm going to spend one of my resolve. I'm spending a dwarf.
No. Wizard not rot.
Body's still warm.
Yeah.
I said slowly.
That's pretty slow.
Yeah.
Do your rolls.
I'm spending a resolve to also trigger Fierce
Mhm.
Resolve, so I'm adding my con mod
Mm-hmm.
to this as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I have bad news and good news. It cannot be critically strike.
Yep.
The only things I have crit in this game, Gary, are things you've thrown at me that can't be crit. I just want to point that out first. Only thing brought to is crit.
But you will destroy it.
Okay.
With more than enough damage.
And since I did a full round, can I still take a 5-foot step?
You can either... You took a swift action, so no. You can,
Okay.
you
Didn't
can-
know that, but good to know.
You can either do one or the other, from
Okay.
my understanding.
That's fine.
All right.
I get Resolve back because he's dead. I created a dwarf after spending a dwarf.
All right. Now it's this shadow's turn.
One.
This one.
I need to know which one. Nerd.
It's just gonna move 40 feet and trigger an attack of opportunity from Hawk.
Get punched in the back of the head.
Bonk.
Which will hit, and it will take half damage. Alright. And that's its turn. Then we will go...
That complicated my turn, damn it.
We will go to the next shadow, who will
Get hacked, I hope. Yes, you will.
move here, and yes, get attacked.
No. He won't get attacked. He will get hacked because I still have my empowered whip. Get hacked.
It stops being a shadow.
It gets lit up.
Whoops. So this one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's going to try to touch you, Emiko.
I wish I'd called it
no.
reflexes.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So you will take 3 points of strength damage.
No.
It's the most unthreatening critical ever. Resolve.
Hang on,
That's totally wrong, right?
my cat is consuming my cable. She consumed. Okay. So. I'm gonna step. I said I'm gonna step.
I'm gonna step.
I'm gonna spend my last point of mythic power to do another sudden attack.
Sure.
I would like to resolve each of these in order, so I'm not wasting attacks.
Sure, go ahead.
So the first attack comes through. I also take a point of burn because I can't buffer anymore.
If you roll them all, we can go one at a time.
All right.
I assume
So
you're
it's
starting...
Sorry.
Where are you starting?
I'm gonna start with the one to the left of Emiko.
Okay.
So I'll put the haste in, which signifies the other attack.
Yep.
Sudden attack. If the sudden attack misses, I can roll it again because I technically have advantage.
Yep. All the dice. So we'll start.
Attack. Yeah, we'll go with attack number 1 first.
It's gonna hit, and the creature is still alive,
Yeah, which means I'll put attack number 2 into it,
which will destroy it.
and attack number the haste one will go into the one above Emiko.
All right, and it will take an amount of damage. The deadest wizard. All right.
No, that's a lich.
A lich would be the most undeadest.
The captain's turn and the shade's turn are going to pass.
He's still incorporeal, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Totally untouchable.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
Bailiff, this shit whack.
Sudden attack was such a good choice. Extra whipping.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
Whoops.
I was gonna make a joke, but I can't say that right now.
Send it to me. You'll be fine.
Moving's
Okay.
60, isn't it?
I'm going 40 feet to here. And then 50. 55. 65.
Okay.
Or I'll go here. For 60. And I'm going to trigger attack of opportunity from him and him.
This is the best pickup you've ever had.
Both
Gary,
of those
you
miss.
can't say that.
That's why I didn't.
That's a miss.
Oof.
But that one
That's a hit.
it'll
Oh.
be on this one.
Mm-hmm. And then?
Then I would like to use my standard action, because I still have that, to push Imiko away from this boy. If
Are-
they'll let me. I just shove them. Unless
I mean,
you want to be in
I-
physical.
I think even if I didn't let you, there wouldn't be, much left to fight with. So,
Get shoved.
I'm gonna let.
So sugar.
And I still have my swift action. So I'd like to use it to spend a drunken key point. The 5-foot step over here.
Okay.
Now my turn is over.
Well,
Why'd you move?
this shade,
Which shade?
this one,
I gets hecked.
It does.
I don't think I can miss on these, but I'll roll just for...
I should have moved here. I bet.
You can if you roll a 1. It is no longer a shadow.
And the thing is, it moved
Just
out
now,
of
I did a-
Resolve's range into mine just by moving there, his retributive reach.
Well, then, Emiko, it's your turn.
Yes, I'm gonna.
You gotta keep doing the thing.
I'm not just going to continue doing it no matter what, or do I need to actively continue doing it?
You have to actively continue doing it.
Fuck. Can I do that as a swift action, or is it a full round action again?
It's a standard action to do it.
Fuck. Well, I'm gonna take I'm gonna move on the other side of Francis and then continue to.
Okay, give me another.
That's my roll.
Yep.
Like,
Oh,
fuck
we
it,
believe in you. I said we believe in you, Rob out.
Can I use a search action?
Sure.
Fuck.
Those are really nice looking ones, at least.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that is exactly what you need to continue.
Well, in that case, not fuck.
So you will continue reciting the incantation and watching as the shade is going to recoil away from you further. Oh, Theseus changed.
No. Theseus, no, where you're skilling.
Bratu, it's your turn. At least he's having fun with this.
You're only a skeleton, but he is a low bit skeleton.
Problem is, I don't have a Oh no, yeah, he's dead.
I was gonna say he's
There's nothing. Now here's a question: Is Theseus just having fun with that, or did he actually turn into a skeleton in front of us?
he's just having fun with it.
Okay.
I have a
That
scroll
is
thinking
important
I
when
can
we're
use
dealing with
my
undead.
action.
7
What's
people
that,
just
Emiko?
7 people just spoke in our 5-person game. I'm gonna need you guys to dial that back a little bit.
Emiko, what did you say?
I have a scroll of reincarnation. Can I use that on, or reincarnate on Theseus? As a swift action, or is that a?
It's a standard.
No,
No, you do not want to reincarnate him.
Please
I guarantee-
do. Please do. Do it.
It would be a standard action to use the scroll of reincarnation.
So you can move up to him and do an next turn easy.
Yeah, but I gotta continue. Oh wait, no.
If you drop the scroll, I can pick it up. But anyway,
I don't know how to
Roger,
make
you
the
do.
marker go away, but I'm going to move up to get in that shade's face.
Are you able to move 40 feet?
Oh,
it's flying, I believe.
let me just make sure. No, my fly speed is actually 30,
We're
not
1
40.
back.
You should probably go up then.
Yeah.
Spend the rest of my life dead.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to that one instead, because I can actually move up to it.
Okay.
Actually go there, and that way I can maintain my flying. And we're gonna smack the crap out of it.
Go ahead.
So I do have a question about these shades or shadows. They're undead, correct?
Yes.
What creates them? Or
I've been
Is-
applying your Noke Wall because they're created.
okay, thank you. There's gonna be a single attack this time. No bonuses.
Damn, that's whack.
Whack.
27.
All right, is that it?
Just perish shadow if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, actually. It really should just accept death if it knows what's good for it. But,
It's already dead!
It needs to die.
yeah, it needs to permanently perish. But...
Is that enough to make it permanent perish?
No.
So it needs to be made afterlife? Question mark.
All right.
Well, are there resolve? What I see you have 3 things. Do you have any particular statuses on you?
These are all just buffs from my abilities.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm done. That was the only thing I wanted to.
One of them is
Okay.
Quilliam giving me extra save, one is my Elemental Overflow giving me stats, and one is my burn penalty.
Well, I mean, if they're buffs, I wouldn't mess with them anyways. Just, I
Well,
have the
you
thing to
can't.
help.
You also
certain
can't
debuffs.
affect my burn penalty, so.
All right.
I know.
It's
Not
going.
debuff I can affect.
It's going to touch you, Hawk. It's not going to touch you.
Can't touch this.
It can't touch me.
Res-
Definitely can't touch him.
Resolve. It's your turn.
Oh, it is. Okay. I am going to move here.
Okay.
Does that a provoke?
It do.
I will accept the provocation. Not that it does anything. And once more, the Whippy Boy emerges, but just a regular Whippy Boy today.
Well, I didn't know you could mess with other people's dice while I was on screen.
What? Why am I in features? Just regular, please. Same, dude. I whip the shadow.
It no longer is a shadow.
Excellent.
We did afterlife.
And the shade and the captain's turn is going to pass. Oh, sorry. Hawk, do you want to do anything?
Is the captain incorporeal?
No, the captain's unconscious.
Cool. I'm just gonna try and grab the captain, and then
No video.
Can
What about
I
the shadow?
pull him away?
What about the shadow that's right there?
I was about to say,
So
Oh wait, no, I understand. Don't worry.
if I'm grabbing the captain and then I book it over here,
Into the storm?
well, like at least on the edge of it, I don't have to go that far. I'm just abusing all of my 105 movement speed. Does the shadow follow if I pull him away?
You are not sure?
I will try. Does it start? Like,
Yes, the shadow will follow.
fuck. I'm gonna pull him out of the circle anyway.
Does this incur an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Can I whip
well,
the shade?
Hawk incurs an attack of opportunity.
You see,
Yeah.
the shade is willingly following the body.
Yeah.
Hey, Hawk, you actually get hit.
His crit didn't confirm though.
You take 1 point of strength damage.
Oh no.
I punch him in the face.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta send the strength damage.
And he will once again cease to be a shadow.
You don't know that. I could miss.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna miss. Yeah, he ceases to be a shadow.
Ta-da! Magic trick.
Well, pull the captain, like, here. That way they're out of the
Okay.
circle, if that helps.
But it is a serious question. Does the shade incur an attack of
No.
opportunity because it is moving after its body?
No, because it is not presently attackable.
I'm gonna squint at it really hard.
Alright, let's see how much movement that was. I was, like, next to this skull, because it was, like, 50 feet away from here.
I was only 35 feet from there.
Emiko.
Yes. Is it me?
Yeah.
It is you.
It's 85.
Well, I'm gonna.
Hold on, I can still do a thing.
Here.
Oh.
This is
Are you just moving
105.
for the hell of it, though?
I'm moving so I can provoke an attack of opportunity.
It's not physical yet.
Right, then I will be over here so I can charge it next turn.
Emiko.
gotta continue that there.
Incantation.
Ending.
Hell yeah.
So, you, with the final confidence, mutter, then shout the incantation, and watches the link between the shade and the captain breaks, causing the shade to become corporeal again. And I assume nothing for the...
Now we punch.
Now we punch.
Now we punch. Bratu.
Hey Hawk, want to not even have to move on your turn?
It's AFK.
Oh shit.
Pay attention.
That's a genuine question too.
Well,
Because wait,
It's
what's your
just-
movement speed result?
60 feet flying.
Oh fuck yeah. Giving you free movement, my friend. I'm going to, as a standard action, use Battlefield Strategist, my newest
What do you
ability.
do?
And as a standard action, give an ally within 30 feet a single move action.
Can I take it immediately?
yes.
Oh,
I
actually,
will-
well, your thing doesn't change. I'm spending a point of resolve, so I get to do this as a free action.
Cool.
I'm going to move to here then.
Okay. And then, since that's a free action, can I then take a full round?
Sure.
Hey, resolve.
Do you want me to whip?
Yes.
I will whip under the instruction of the dragon that's all the way over there.
Oh, shit. Yeah, nope, I can't do that, because you're more than 30
that's
feet
what
away.
What I thought.
Ah, shit, yeah.
Yeah, if you
Ah.
were here, then maybe. But
Yep, I can't move that and then still do a full round action, so... I did the free action. I'm trying to be...
look, you're doing a good job. You just need to make sure that you know your stuff. That's all.
Well, I'm trying to be support at the moment, because... Right now, Roger A doesn't feel like... He needs to be in melee, but,
Just move in. It's really your best choice at the moment.
yeah, you're right.
You can run.
25, 30. I'm just gonna move in for now so I can move in closer later. And I'll say screw spending the point of resolve. I did that as my standard action. Just make that my turn.
Sure.
So,
Theseus
yeah, that's my
continues to
turn.
be dead.
All right. Resolve.
Oh, hang on, hold up. You forgot to do lair.
no, I
Yeah,
didn't.
because I'm right below the 20.
I did not forget.
Sure. Okay, fair enough. I'm really not sure if. Well, actually, have I seen the shade take physical damage?
Yeah, it got punched.
Yeah, I hit it once.
Okay, in which case I'm just gonna hurt myself now. I manifest a magma web. It is large.
Okay.
How many points? I just need to make sure that I can accept this burn. Sorry, I don't normally take this time. 2 points of burn at 6 and 1 for everything. Okay, I accept 3. Theseus, stop.
I didn't mean to do that one.
I accept 3 points of burn
Okay.
and manifest an empowered magma web.
Oh boy.
It's your favorite thing for me to do.
It usually means things stop existing.
That wasn't supposed to be a single attack. Oh well, I'll do the other one. It's a -5 for iteratives, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How do you want to do this?
Okay.
I would like to. But the result will step in closer, if I'm allowed to do that for this,
Sure.
and wrap the searing hot magma whip around the Shade's neck, and in the process of pulling him away bodily from the captain, shear it off.
All right. Sorry, I was sending a message that I had to send.
Okay.
So, you're going to break the whip out, and you're going to shear the Shade apart. And as the hissing of hot magma hitting the ice-cold figure of the Shade rings out through the arena, you're going to hear it screech, "Interlopers, you will die. Not by my hand, but by another. Suffer." As it fades into tufts of black smoke mixed with bright white steam. And that will end combat. Now, the important question before I do my next thing. Are you using the Scroll of Reincarnation?
Do it.
That's on
This
you,
is
Emiko.
for Emiko to decide, so
Yeah.
we should let her make the choice.
Reading through it more, it could be an idea to do it. But at the same time, where the fuck is Theseus going to end up?
I mean, he was a human. Technically, anything's an improvement.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I had to go there.
That's not
You're-
cool.
Yeah, you're
cool.
a pink human,
I
though.
mean,
What, does that make
It
it
does.
different?
it
I'm
also
sorry.
kinda
I just
comes,
had to be dumb about it.
What does my color
It
have
also
anything
kind
to
of
do with
comes
it?
at as an out of character question for Theseus, the player himself. Like, are you fine with me actually using this role of reincarnate on you? That
I am 100% fine with that.
So yeah, it's just a matter of if you want to do it or not. Then Emiko, and even unless you want to put it to poll for the party, I think we're quite happy to let you make the choice.
well, if Theseus is fine with that, then yes, I had plans to learn it, but I'd rather have a party member continue on his merry way instead of learning it at a later point.
All right. Well, then, Theseus, do you want to roll to see what you become, or do you want her to roll? Or do you want me to roll?
I'd like to
I would like
me.
Emiko to roll.
Alright.
Oh no.
Emiko, you are going to roll on a percentile.
Come on, be
Uh,
so
I've,
That'd be
I've
so
got the
fitting.
table up. I can't wait to see what this does.
I'm using the bigger table.
Oh my god, I see the bigger table.
It's on D20 under Reincarnate.
Oh, it's just a 1D100, right?
Yes.
Oh, the unofficial table.
65.
65.
Oh, roll your mythic bond just to see if you get a 4.
That's actually
Yeah.
hilarious.
That's pretty funny. That's goddamn.
Is it a human?
Yes.
Yes. 60 to
Oh.
69.
Yes, but other factors change. It doesn't just bring him back as a human. So now, start by rolling a D2 to see if Theseus comes back as a man or a woman.
Theseus.
I guess that's the one I probably wouldn't.
Theseus is a man. And now, human. How old is he?
If you
Give.
roll old, he just comes back exactly how he died.
That would actually be
Roll
pretty
it.
funny. It never happens with reincarnate.
Roll a 2d6 for me.
Fucking gamble.
Youth fact.
This one I
Theseus
don't know.
comes back. Okay. So, you bring the scroll over, and you begin reading through it, deciding that using it is better than saving it for later. And watch as the magic begins to take effect onto Theseus, rushing up through his body as the bits of the earth and the positive energy plane surge through him, and his entire body momentarily becomes this bright white light in the same shape as him. And you expect, knowing what you know about reincarnate, for something to change. And yet, watching him, nothing does. The spell simply takes its course and leaves behind a human. But as the light fades, you can see he's younger. Much younger.
How much younger?
Theseus is now 23.
Hell yeah.
He's reclaimed his youth.
Yeah.
With the full beard still.
But now we get to know what his actual hair color is instead of, just old and gray.
That's the most anticlimactic reincarnate I've ever seen.
It's
Theseus
kind
is
of great,
weird.
though.
Die more often. That's a joke.
Okay.
Wait. No, there's more. There's one more thing. Oh my god, this is actually all good for Theseus. You also get a +2 to your dexterity, or your constitution.
Yep.
Permanently. You have one temporary negative level, but you are at 1 HP and conscious.
I'm back. Alright, let me change back my I'm gonna need new Theseus art.
The most anticlimactic yet entertaining.
Reincarnate.
Now I'm just imagining skinny Kratos. From
Man, and
Not a
here
full
I was
sword.
ready to come back as like a squid or something.
You would have
You'd
come back
become
as
like
something
a
humanoid,
Wyvaran. It would have been interesting. You've been like a Wyvaran, and then we had 2 different types of dragon people in the party.
but- So,
Mm-hmm.
with our wizard coming back to life and reclaiming his youth,
Yeah, really.
what has happened with the cat?
The captain remains unconscious for the moment.
Has anything noticeable changed about him?
No, but
I like check his pulse.
sure. His pulse is there.
Alive.
Yeah, his pulse is there, just very slow.
I'm gonna
What about his
give
bones?
him a potion of
There was a
healing.
but. There was a but. Let him finish.
But the will is gone.
Would that have given off kind of some kind of sensation? Because otherwise I wouldn't have noticed.
Yes, it gives off this cold sensation as it dissipates in your bag.
I'll
Well, that's
quickly
only
ra-
good, right?
I'll quickly ruffle around in the bag and just pass on to everybody that I think his will, the astral legend, as we knew it, is gone. And
I hope
from
so.
that point, I will ruffle around in my other bag, because I've got like 70 bags, and produce my potion of cure light wounds and see if I can feed it to Captain Man.
I was gonna do that. Alright, you can waste
Do
your
it too.
potion.
I was going to do that.
You take one side of his mouth, and I take the other side of his mouth, and we just kind of pour it together.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
I closed my character sheet because I'm stupid. Alright, both at the same time. Cure light wounds, let's go.
While they're doing this, What's going on with everything else around us? Has the storm faded? Are the lights and yellow glowing less? Anything change about the altar?
Oh, mine, sorry. You should roll yours now.
It's not letting me do it because,
I take it out of the bag.
yeah,
Yeah.
I realized I had to do that.
I'm gonna wait a sec.
Take from container. Hose.
There we go. And a 3. Ah!
Ah!
Spooky. So we have healed the captain for a total of 7 hit points.
Yes, you have. And
Wait, we actually got the full healing?
yes,
Ah. Good news.
Forget that.
he is.
Should have made it small of everyone, but GM.
He is still unconscious, though.
He deserves a rest.
Yes, this is not an unconsciousness caused by damage. This is you can tell he's exhausted.
He's down to his very soul, very likely.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you all know how we've had problems resting this entire trip. Hey, Captain, wake up!
So first things first, the storm is dissipating. Yes. Second, the captain is borderline comatose. You're not having any luck waking him up.
It's like giving him the light.
If you
slaps
slap him
on the
again, I'm gonna
cheeks.
trip you. I'm gonna do it.
Fine. It looks like he's not waking up anyway. I feel really weak, so I can't carry him right now.
I think I'm the only person in the party that could probably successfully pull off a combat maneuver against you, so...
I would have a chance,
Try me.
but it brought to.
I'm gonna trip.
Oh
Oh,
no.
god. It could have been so much better, but it's a 22. Oh well.
That says 16.
Yeah, no, plus the other 3, plus 2 is beneath.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll mine just for the sake of it. Not enough for his, I don't think, but I have a very good modifier.
Anyway,
How do I put my CMD in chat?
But you
I
set
think you
your
just drag a
score
defensive block.
or click on it, one of the two.
Well, I think that
Anyway,
with the
get off track.
drama, we're gonna call this one a little bit short this week. And that's a good place to stop for now.
I have a question then.
Sure.
Does the reincarnate mean that Theseus is exempt from your table,
No.
despite the fact that it wasn't an outsider that brought him back?
No.
Uh,
He's not
I
exempt.
mean, things could have still been happening or attempting to happen before he was brought back.
It's true.
That's why I needed confirmation, is because I had everything ready to go.
Yeah, so I don't mean
Oh.
exempt as in like he's not able, he'll never have to do it, but from this instance.
Oh yeah, he's
that's
exempt
what I
in
meant.
this instance.
In that combat encounter, only the crit would have hit me because I have a +4 against attack of opportunities for my AC. One of them was like 1 above.
Well,
I mean, you
Too
still
late, so I'm not gonna bother.
made out pretty well compared to me.